Gaia. Hey.
Hi, Isaac. Hi, team. Somehow there's so much. I, I don't even have a word for it. Love and or beauty, inner beauty, and I love to project it on you. That's how it feels right now, and to share that. And I don't even know why I like to share that and to speak it and to let it flow. But I love it. It's just, I'm so thankful.
Nice. It's the same for me, just having recognized this without it, and I think, wow,
Oh, when you speak it, I mean, I getting goose skin everywhere. Like, wow, it's chicken skin, say in English. Yeah. Yeah, and yesterday I was wanting to speak with you something with Biene or about Biene, but I don't even know how to present it. Yeah, actually, but it's like I know that you met in Venwoude and in Jonathan, and we were together, and I was actually what I had as image yesterday when you were sitting with Biene and I was watching you, so to say, and for me it felt like so big, such a deep, and it's still like that now. That I feel her so big in me everywhere, like wow. And I don't know what I want to speak or share, or maybe I want to have your view, or I don't know what I want. Just
something wants to express, yeah, let it.
so beautiful.
Love, love, and more love. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you that I can put it on you. I switch off.
Thanks.
Hi, you.
Hey, Herman.
Hey. I just want to say the same. Thank you. Boah. So many beautiful things happening. And I'm thankful. Meetings with Klaus, for example, yesterday, from time to time, we write to each other, and it's so lovely and so open and so friendly. And more or less, there's absolutely nothing to say than now, now. And it's so right. Only the now, only the now. All others are wrong directions. and you say it without saying anything. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And thank you all. Thank you.
Thanks.
Oh, sorry, and thank you, Michael. Sorry.
Yeah, cool. Michael.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Michael.
I want to sit with you, but first of all, I want to send a short description going through another process of bodying 3 weeks without sleep, more or less. And you know it, and it like waves. And coming to a layer where I really find less and less words in order to communicate in a way. And part of this, there's something like a struggling with daily affairs in time and space. And I'm reaching more to a point where this is the I don't know, really I don't know. And yeah, and part of the sleeplessness is more it's getting more and more tender in a way, because there is less and less, there's no possibility of bringing effort into it. Yeah, so it's in a way melting, but sometimes, I don't know, it's not so easy. And I get it more clearly when I speak with friends. They're really in the way of being in the moment. There is a really point where I think every way of describing and the discussion has to be stopped from my side, because I have a feeling that there is such an awareness, open space. They're really in, and they don't get it, and they begin to argue, and this, I'm getting so much pain in my forehead. Yeah. And so it ended. I couldn't sleep again, and I'm feeling so vulnerable and so deeply in tune with all. And so I really want to sit with you and just perhaps you can, that's it. Can you say something?
No word.
Once again.
No word. There is no word. Thank you.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Antje. one thing I was playing with yesterday was this: how much of our lives do we actually remember? Like if I ask you, how much of last week do you remember? You might remember little, it's such a tiny little bit of our lives that we remember, actually, yeah?
Maybe I can do it, but then I have to make an effort.
Yeah.
Really,
But
really an effort.
yeah. But then even so, I mean, like a whole day goes and maybe we remember one or two things of the day.
Yes.
If that.
Yes.
So the amount that we remember of our life is tiny, and yet we really have this belief in this life that we've had.
Yes.
It just struck me when I was sitting with some guys I've known most of my life, since I was two. One or two memories were coming, but I just saw how many gaps there were and everything. Wow.
Mm. What a blessing.
Yeah. No problem with it. Just, it's, somehow there's the impression that we remember our life, but
No, I noticed that I'm never in the past. When someone asks me something, maybe it comes, but I'm not sitting here and looking backwards.
But even if someone asks me, I mean, I can
Yes.
see how.
Yes. It's meaningless.
Yeah.
Thanks, Isaac.
Ursula. Hi, Ursula.
Hi, hello. I just wanted to take the chance and just sit a little bit.
Please, how beautiful. Thanks. Just enjoy together.
Yeah.
How can this be put into words, Ursula? Wouldn't even know how to begin.
Yeah, it's the, I don't know, the boundaries begin to, yeah, fade away a little bit. That's so nice to be here. It's so nice to be with the others. It's so, yeah, so good to feel.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Susanna. Hi, Susanna.
Hi, Isaac. I just closed the door so that we don't hear the others.
No worries.
I wanted to ask you that to be with me in something, yeah, that really, wow. It's Benjamin has again exams, and I am, how to say, I have I'm sick and I can't do anything. So, and he also says, leave me. And it's incredible what arises on all this. You know, it is unbearable to feel this. And I know that it's so fine that I can't do. So I'm tempted, but I can't. And yeah. And it's not really a letting go. It's just,
You know,
it feels like.
so somehow there's like this mixture of different beliefs and ideas and that are playing.
Yeah.
So one possibility would be to just take a moment and say all the beliefs or ideas that are playing. Just to speak them, not to change anything, just to see what they are.
It's really, it feels like he needs me, or
Okay.
I know
It's
it's
just like it feels like he needs you, but he says he doesn't.
yes, it's so crazy, and I know that, and still it's so strong.
So it feels to you, in something in you, feels like he needs you.
And really, I also feel ashamed that this arises, but it doesn't help.
No problem. So we're just looking at it. So there's a feeling sense that he needs you.
Yeah, without me, he needs me. I'm so afraid that he fails, but I know that it doesn't matter also to me. Or that he, it somehow it feels that it's my responsibility.
Okay, so that's I would say that's the core, yeah? It's your responsibility to guide him or to help him to succeed in life,
support him,
support him.
Yeah, to be there for him. And I noticed this body is so fine-tuned, because just the slightest thought of going in this direction, pain arises. It's
so let's look at that idea, this idea of supporting him. Just looking fresh. What's the best way you can support him right now?
by being happy, by taking care of my needs, of the needs of this body, by by being able to unconditionally love him, by just being there for him. And that's what I noticed. I nearly can't bear.
So I just have a question. Who is it that would do all of that?
Somehow just an identity or
An identity. Okay, cool. That's so cool. And are you that identity?
no.
No. No. Okay, cool. Just enjoy that scene for a moment. So somehow there's this idea that an identity would do a whole bunch of stuff, but it's not. That's not who you are. Those are just conditionings and thoughts and beliefs and stuff like that. Yeah.
Just a second.
Just have a look in this moment. If there's any energy going to wanting to solve something, fix something, again, not right or wrong, just to notice that that's how the system is organized. There's something wrong somewhere. And
there was energy going in the direction of wanting to getting rid of it.
Yeah, okay. Just to notice that. And just to very gently notice what that wanting to get rid of it or fix it or change it does. It's looking fresh.
It's not gentle at all.
No.
And it's fixing all this together.
Yeah. And yeah, fix everything together. Yeah. Gets entangled. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it has a good intention, but you can see it doesn't really function. Other than to cause difficulty.
Yeah, I see that so clear.
Yeah, cool.
And life
That's
shows
all.
me that so strong. Like
yeah, and then you just stop. You don't have to do anything more than that. You see it. You're just here. Just taking a moment to see, like, just we're resting here together, and just we can use, so be here in this moment, meeting the beloved. You're meeting this moment as the beloved. And you're feeling as it moved in more in that direction now, just like, yeah. And how's that?
sweet.
Sweet. Yeah, sweet. Yeah. Cool. You can see nothing has changed circumstantially. Everything's the same, and yet somehow, yeah, peace and easy in that direction.
Yeah.
So it has nothing to do with circumstance.
No.
Only that the thoughts that your mind has about circumstance, or your thinking has it.
Yeah.
It's interesting just to see how in many of us, the conditioning that we've received entangles love with worry, or somehow, yeah. It's like like this idea that you show love by showing how worried you are, or something.
Yeah. Yeah, because otherwise you would have you feel or feelings arise in the body. Thank you, Isaac.
Judith.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Judith.
It's very beautiful to see how quickly worry can come in and almost take over. I recognize that very
and then just disappear just as quickly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anything you'd like to say, Jim?
No, Isaac.
Yeah, beautiful. Thank you.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Andrea.
Hi.
Hi.
Yeah. Just came to cuddle and as a gesture of appreciation always.
That's right.
Thank you.
Lily.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Lily.
God, the beauty. Never seen that before. Thank you so much. Oh.
Katrina.
Hello.
Hi, Katrina.
Hi. I would love to ask you something. I moved house last year. I lived in a shared house for 18 years. Also now I live alone, and I never lived alone for a longer time. Oh, I feel emotions coming up just speaking it. And for certain reasons, I thought it might be a good next step to live alone. And now, since I live alone, I actually perceive it as quite frightening. It's okay. I can handle it. But it's like something in my system is like, or maybe it's my mind. I'm not sure. I wanted to check maybe with you what is going on. Let's say there is a fear to drop. And I now realize that when people are around, even if my flatmates before were not my best friends, but still there was like people around, and it felt kind of normal and human, and you are in a family and maybe you don't have something to do with each other, but still they are around and you will meet them in the kitchen and so on. Now it's like, nobody's around. I really have to organize to meet people. And it doesn't feel so natural, actually. I don't know. Sometimes I think like maybe there's still a shock in my system. Why did I do that? Do I have to move back to somebody as fast as possible? That's all mind.
It's not all mind. I mean, you made a movement happen and you tried it. And, one of the worst punishments for man, when I say man, people, is solitary confinement, to be completely by ourselves. So for some people it's suited. For some people, that's why they join a monastery, or they, but most people are, how can I say, we're social animals. We live within a community. That's how it's been for thousands of years. And Most of us are organized that way. And like you say, like if you look at monkeys, they don't all connect with each other, but, within the troop, there's, they groom each other and whatever they do together, it's just that we are, touch is food and just attention is food. And so, you made an experiment and you see, okay, maybe that's right for you, or it might be right at a later stage. Who knows? All you know is that at the moment, it's like you're not getting something that your system is asking for. So it's not, it's not making it like a big something wrong or something like that. But if you see that like that, it's just like if you see you running low on food, you go shopping or you do something to get. At the moment, it's like living alone it's a different. And there's no right way or wrong way. Everybody's kind of different, in that way. Some people do really well just on their own, but they also like to go out to dance or meet people or other things there.
I guess it's also connected to all this. I should be living with a partner. Why didn't I, manage to do that? All this.
Yeah, I mean, that's something else, like.
Yeah.
It's,
yeah. It's all connected. I mean, it also, to look for now another, like, to move on. It was a huge effort to move house. And
there's a lot of work to do.
And just to find something, and it took me years to. So kind of, it was probably the right moment, but now it's like, okay, is this how I want to? Yeah, I find it so hard, like stay in the here and now, and adapt to what is and be okay with it, and in the same time creating the future.
Yeah,
and
that's
not
a fine line.
Yeah,
it's the fine line. Like it's. It's such an interesting phenomena that the whole universe is appearing inside of us. And yet we can feel alone.
how you mean?
Because in this moment, how do you know there's a universe? You sense it, right? Through the senses, you sense this. And those sensations, you can say information or sensations, appear in awareness. So literally the whole universe is appearing in awareness, including your body activity. Everyone you know, you perceive through the senses, seeing, hearing, smelling, tasting, touching. And you know them in awareness. At this moment, whatever sensations, we're not separate from them. It's all here, there's no separation between the sensations and awareness at all. There's nothing in between. But yet we still have this capacity to feel alone.
Yeah. Oh, it's touching me what you say. Because when I was watching you this morning, I just had this, just a short insight of, I am in this body, but I don't feel it so much. But this is my, it's my container.
But no, that's not correct, actually.
No.
No, take a moment and look not to believe anything, but just take a moment now. How do you know there's a bodying activity going on? And it's an activity, it's not a noun. It's trillions of cells, all very, vibrating and doing stuff, every single one of them, it's like trillions of cells. But how do you know that there's a bodying activity going on? You sense it. So the bodying activity itself is a sensation to you. And that sensation is appearing in awareness. So literally the body is in you, not the other way around.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we have, somehow we've been raised or conditioned to believe that this is my body.
Yes.
And I'm in it, rather than actually this is
so true.
This body is not separate from totality, never, not for a second. It can't be.
Yeah.
It's like it takes all of existence for this bodying activity to do its dance, because without air and sunlight and food, it just doesn't it doesn't exist. And so it's not separate from all those things.
That's true.
Just in our thinking, we think, oh, the body ends at the skin, but
it's true. What you address is when we were sitting still and I can feel the love between us and the joy that that's what I mean. There's such a natural joy just meeting somebody else. It's just like, which you see in the animals, is like, yeah, hello. And maybe that's why I'm doubting my decision to be alone, because this joy is something.
And it's fine. And it's fine to doubt it. It's so totally fine. It's like, sure, it's work to find another house to share or whatever, but I don't know if your house is big enough to invite someone to live with you. I really don't know your circumstance, but yeah.
Yeah.
But, it's just like life goes in this direction and it goes in that direction. And we move with it. We see out what happens.
You are invited to move in.
Thank you. Yeah, be right over.
No. Thank you. Beautiful to meet you.
Marcus.
Hello, Isaac.
Hi.
I just wanted to sit with you.
Yes,
As I shared already, I think last time, I'm confronted with these very old fears of concerning material insecurity and so on, and it has a bit of an irrational touch in my case, but still, it troubles me. It's a bit like as if I'm afraid of a dinosaur catching and eating me while knowing that there are no more dinosaurs around.
So old information, you're just touching old information. And you can clearly see it's not rational. It's not. Yeah, it's just
not relevant.
You're touching. Like it has the flavor of an old trauma. Either that's in your lineage, so your parents, grandparents, and you're just touching into it now. And it's good that you're touching into it because it's been playing. It's been in the background somewhere, somehow.
Yeah.
And so now, so gently, you have a chance to just, really, it can do, it's uncomfortable information that can't do anything to you. Only the difficulty is usually it stirs the thinking, and so the thinking gets into a loop and then it feeds the chemicals of that whole story. So if it's possible, whenever it's possible, just gently resting with the sensations, not needing to interpret it, not needing to fix it, just developing the capacity, you could say, to be present, so that the thinking doesn't try and take you away and then it starts to spin. Because that's all the thinking is trying to do, is trying to take you away from it or get away from it. But it always only makes it worse.
Yeah, it's in my lineage. I know my grandparents were refugees and lost everything all of a sudden. And
so then you know where it comes from. That's you just and in being present to it, gently present to it, you're actually touching your lineage in a beautiful way, because they would love you to bring this to peace for them too, So you just rest. You don't have to solve anything, fix anything, just watching this. There's an automatic to want to get away from it. And it's just sensations. And then it interprets it and it makes it into what you spoke about. But the actual sensations right here, right now, just not with any interpretation, just.
it's getting very relaxed.
Yeah, beautiful.
I feel a lot of support from this lineage also.
Yeah, fantastic. Yeah, because they would.
And combined with the fear is also a competence, the refugee competence to find orientation in new places and to be very flexible. I can feel this also. Yeah, but it's about giving the space to these feelings.
It's so amazing to see, like in our lifetime, we went from one generation ago, trips were something very, very, very special, and mobile phones didn't exist, computers didn't exist. So our whole way of life is, we're exposed to more information in a day than people were exposed to in a lifetime. So there's a lot of adapting that's going on, and learning emails and WhatsApp and TikTok, and I mean, it's like this. It's just this. So it's like, and then like just to even keep up with even a vague understanding of everything that's going on. I mean, I see how much it is for me, just to keep track of what all of it. And I'm fairly in it, I could say like that, but I just see it's just a lot. It's like, what, 100 years ago, maybe you got a letter once in a while. Maybe the neighbors came to say hello, but not 50 emails and phone calls and
Thank you.
Yeah. There's a joke I just remember. It's like these two Native American get picked up by the police, and they questioning them. The police asked the one guy, "Where do you live?" He says, "I live over where the earth meets the sky, and this beautiful spring running, and the sun and the clouds are playing in the sky, and the wind blows through the trees." And I said, "But these guys, what?" He says, "Where do you live?" He says, "I'm his neighbor." Yeah.
Thank you.
Birgitte.
Hi, Isaac.
Hi, Birgitte.
Hi. Good to be here again. I have a dilemma that it's a dilemma in my consciousness. So I thought I'd bring it here to see if I can get some peace in this. Because there's more and more information that young children get acute hepatitis, either from the vaccination or from being breastfed by fully vaccinated mothers. And there is more and more information coming from the UK and from the United States. and the severe risks that are happening.
Yeah.
And now I have two grandsons, one born end of January, one born 18th of April, which are both breastfed by fully vaccinated mothers.
Not much you can do about it. There's not much.
So there is this dilemma: do I tell anything or not? Do I have a duty or a moral obligation or anything of that kind to bring that to their attention? knowing that they're on this path, and they believe in vaccination, and they believe the story, and but still here are innocent babies who are not
Yeah.
choosing to
I
be
mean, at
to
the
be
at the
to be ill.
very if there's any, how can I say, if you can approach them just like very gently, if they have an interest, to get some information from people that are really qualified, without trying to convince them of anything, just if they have a curiosity to get some other information.
Mm-hmm.
That's the best shot you got. But if you try and, having experienced sending stuff to people, and just people, when they don't have an interest, they don't even look at it. They don't want it.
No.
It causes a problem.
Well, it
So,
already is. I know it. I mean, what they do is they shoot the messenger instead of the message.
yeah.
Yeah,
So that's the thing. It's like of course, as a grandmom, and as a mother, you want to inform, but
yeah,
it's not easy. It's like
No.
you just see. It's like even with things like smoking. People were smoking and they knew it wasn't good for their health. And if you try to speak to them about it, you just run into a lot of difficulty. And yeah, so there's so many things that are going on. If you try and tell people about all of it, it's just like,
yeah. But it's so it's so close. It's that's
I understand.
it's
like you say, it's just like it breaks your heart. You see it,
yeah.
What can you do?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to make peace with the fact that it's this baby has chosen his life and has chosen his path and has come to.
I wouldn't even go there. That's just that's like, I would say it's like there's a huge discomfort in you, and that mental acrobatics will do nothing. It's like developing the capacity to be with the discomfort.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think a baby chooses their life or anything like that. Those are all just other ideas.
You believe reincarnation and choosing your.
I don't believe anything. The sensations and interpretation of sensations, movements to try and deal with that. There's an interest in just being who I am.
Yes, that is clear. That's my biggest interests.
That's it, and everything else on top of that.
Oh, life presents a lot of experiences like this.
Yeah, and
that are very discomfortable.
Sure, no doubt.
Besides my own physical carnival. Yeah. Thank you, Isaac.
Yeah, so welcome.
Big hug.
Thanks. Yeah, and to you. So, this Tuesday, the meeting is at the usual time, and then Friday it will be at the usual time, but it will only be for an hour. So, just that you're aware of it. If you come later, it'll be over. So that's just what's happening. Love to all. Thank you, Bas, for hosting. Thanks, beloveds. Good night.